Hi everyone, I'm Julie, one of the librarians at the Yuma Main Library. Today I'm going to show you how you can start your own indoor herb garden. Herb gardens are a good introduction to gardening and a good first step for anyone interested in growing their own food. The great thing about herb gardens is that they take a minimal amount of effort to maintain and no fancy supplies to start. They're a great way to brighten up your home and spruce up your home cooking. To begin, I will go over the materials we will need to complete this project. First, you will need some sort of container or pot. I am using mason jars as my containers that I have rinsed out and cleaned. Glass jars are convenient because they are portable, so you can easily move your plants around your home to maximize the amount of sunlight they get. Next, you will need seeds. When selecting seeds for your garden, there are a few things to think about. Think about what kinds of herbs you use most often. Find out which plants are easier to grow from seeds, which are more suitable to grow in jars. Herbs like basil, parsley, cilantro, oregano, chives, and thyme are good plants to try to grow as a novice gardener. These herbs are easy to start as seeds and can last several years in containers with proper care and maintenance. Next, you will need some potting mix to fill your containers. Potting mix isn't as dense as regular garden soil, meaning that it won't compact in the containers, and it will provide better movement of water and air to the plant's roots. You will also need some rocks, pebbles, or cut-up sponges to line the bottom of the mason jar. Finally, you will need labels to identify the different herbs you are growing. This can be any piece of paper, sticker, or label you would like to attach to each container. Now that we have all our materials, we can begin planting some seeds. Step 1. Place pebbles or cut up sponges in jar. Layer the rocks or sponges 1 to 2 inches deep. These materials will provide the necessary drainage that will help prevent the plant's roots from drowning and rotting due to overwatering. Step 2. Add potting mix. Fill the jar with potting mix 1 to 2 inches below the rim. Step 3. Plant your seeds. It's important to read the information that is on the seed packets before you begin planting any seeds, as this will tell you how deep you need to place the seeds in the potting mix. Some seeds, like parsley, need to be soaked before planting. Other seeds, like oregano, should be lightly covered since they need light to sprout. Once you plant the seed, lightly water. Step 4. Label your jars. Use any label you prefer to help identify your plants. Step 5. Caring for your plants. Place your jars in a spot where they'll get at least 6 hours of direct sunlight. The best spot would be a south-facing window. Water your plants slowly. Watering slowly prevents the water running straight through the potting mix and allows your roots to soak up as much water and moisture as they need. Keep a close eye on soil moisture. You want to keep the soil slightly moist, so test the soil daily. If it is dry, about 2 inches deep, then it is time to water. Step 6. Harvesting your plant. You may begin harvesting your herbs once your plants are about 6 inches tall. You'll want to pick your herbs often, since this will encourage new growth. For herbs that grow in clumps like cilantro and parsley, pick the outer leaves first and work towards the center of the plant. For herbs that have an upright stem like basil and oregano, you'll want to snip individual branches. So now that you have grown your herbs and harvested them, what do you do with them? Once you've harvested your herbs, you can use them in many ways. Add fresh or dry herbs to any of your recipes. Add minced herbs to butter for a boost of flavor. Herbs like mint are a refreshing addition to drinks. or you can make herbal teas. To dry your herbs, lay stalks in a single layer on a paper towel and allow them to air dry for about 6 to 8 days. Once the leaves of the herbs are dry, you can store them in an airtight glass container or a plastic bag and away from light. Take a look at our collection for more information about gardening. These are some of the titles that are available on Overdrive. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you have fun planting your own gardens.